Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for the midday market update, we have Chris Dearborn on Nasdaq's Markets Intelligence Desk with a follow-up from the State of the Union last night. Chris, as always, great to have you with me. Let's talk about that. Trump delivered the State of the Union, and it seems to be the markets kind of took it in stride and didn't move much on it.
It really didn't. He hit all the points he was going to talk about. It was well telegraphed what he was looking to do. People were kind of looking for some snippets on where trade and tariff might be and some of the other items that would be impactful to the market. Instead, he gave him a very down the middle of the field type of speech. It was well received by both parties on a number of different items, and it was very bipartisan where it needed to be as well. So there's a lot of items there that can be taken away, but nothing really moved the market.
Right, well, it's a matter of execution at the end of the day for this administration. Moving on, though, the National Retail Federation State of the Economy is pretty sound. Their report was upbeat.
You know, consumer spend is a big part of the U.S. GDP. It's over 2/3 of that. And what they're selling, and what the NRF is giving you in lack of the actual retail sales from the government shutdown, is that spend is good. We know Christmas was good. They expected over 1.1 trillion in spend. We're going to hit that number, and we think that 2019 is going to be even more. So that bodes well for the retail stocks, and it bodes very well for the U.S. economy.
All right, let's wrap it up and talk about earnings for a bit. The average upside beat is 3.44%, a little bit softer than Q3, but a beat nonetheless.
Correct. So what you have is a lowered bar on earnings across the board. You've had just over half the S&P 500 reports so far, and it's really kind of a mixed bag. The lowered bar companies are doing very, very well off of that. Look at companies like Apple and Google, where you're seeing growth still trumps value. And with that, you're seeing those companies be rewarded for decent numbers, though they could be better down the stretch.
All right, Chris, we'll catch up with you on Friday for the weekly market review. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. And thank you for joining me throughout the week. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.